Up in the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it another Mortal Kombat based video? Shut your face, sir. It's SuperDude. That's me. Alright, what's going on? The first thing you will probably notice before I record any footage is, yes, that is a Superman Man of Steel hat, and that is a Batman t-shirt right there. Now, why am I wearing, of all people, a Batman t-shirt? Excuse me, had to get something off the lens. Why am I wearing a Batman t-shirt? Because the character I'm reviewing today is not one I'm particularly excited for. And whenever I talk about negative things, I like to wear something that I don't wear often. Now, mind you, I'm not saying everything about this character is horrible or anything like that. Sorry, I gotta keep adjusting. But as you can tell, I put the title on the video so you know who I'm reviewing. If you don't, that's your fault. Because if you don't know who the character is, I'll give a brief history, a very brief history, because I don't know very much. But this is my review of Mortal Kombat X's Rai Cho, the master of the drunken fist. That's what I'm calling it. Rai Cho is a kung fu master in the Mortal Kombat universe, but the catch to him is he is a drunk. A very, very, many much drunks. I don't know if he's drinking wine or what's in that flask, that little gluggity-glug jug of his. But I've never seen somebody be able to drink and it improve their fighting capabilities. Except for in the Drunken Master movie. The Drunken Fist, Enter the Drunken Fist, something like that. Some kind of movie where he took a sip of alcohol, this is tea by the way, and was all of a sudden just a Kung Fu king. Anyway, this is going to be my review of the Mortal Kombat X Combat Pack 2 character that they that they showed off today in the Combat Cast. And I'm going to talk about as much as I know, and I'm trying to stay in decent light. Yes, my bed's dirty. It stays perpetually dirty. Sorry. So let's see. This video is probably going to be shaky, and I'm going to move around a lot. But, actually, hold on. Let's see. Will that work? Potentially. If I put that back there and scooted, yeah, that's a bit better. That's about as good as it's gonna get. All right, because the lighting in my room is awkward. Sorry, I know you guys have said that a couple times, and yes, the bracelet's back. It's gonna be here for a while. Now, BoRaiCho has your basic BoRaiCho moves. He has a spin, a flip kick, like a monkey flip kick. It does 2. If you exit, it does a 3rd. He's got like a flying belly bash thing. He's got a, Mortal Kombat poster up there. He's got a, I don't know what it is. Oh, his grab is smash you on the ground and a belly, kind of like a belly flop thing onto you. His uppercut and his down kick in the air is a butt bump. A bunch of silly things. His punch is a belly smack. The first variant that I saw, he's got a lot of fart moves. I'll say that. And that's one of the reasons I'm unexcited to view this character, is because I wanted him to be like a serious type of kung fu character and maybe have one variant where, okay, haha, funny, he's great for him, he's a farting, burping machine, that's great. But that's not the case. It's kind of all over him. I mean, I'll admit the way they did it was different, and it's kind of unique. It's never been done before that I've ever seen in the games. You can leave gas clouds and If your opponent gets into them, it stuns them for a combo setup, and you can light them on fire in your fire breath, dragon's fire breath, whatever variation it's called, where he blows fire, or he can do like an arc of fire with a fist, and if you EX it, he does like this cool little ballerina thing. And again, I apologize for the lighting. It looks like I'm ascending into heaven, but I'm not. He can do a flame thing that goes forward. And to be honest, I don't care too much for this variation because it's all centered around fire or farting and fire, and it's just a sort of an off-putting thing in this dark, gritty, serious game where really the only things we don't have that are serious are Johnny and Cassie Cage, and Farrah, the Farrah half of Farrah tour. Everybody else is as serious as can be that I've seen. And I mean, everything else in his variants, I mean, I was impressed with. I was impressed with the speed of such a big character. I was impressed with the mix-ups that this character had. And let's see, move on to the next one, Drunken Master. This one's the one I like because it's kind of tricky. In Drunken Master, you take your flask and you drink it. You have 3 levels, 1, 2, 3. You can take one, I'm calling them shots, 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. And you have 10 seconds in which you get enhanced moves and you gain certain moves while drunk. But the trick is you have to keep drinking, otherwise you're going to puke, you get a hangover, and that opens you up for a combo. Now, I like this idea because you can cancel moves and take a drink. If you keep drinking, I'm assuming it continues you out. I think you get 10 seconds for every shot you take, is what I'm thinking. And when it says 10 seconds, I think it's like half of the actual seconds on the timer, so you get, I don't know, it may be 10 actual timer seconds, but the timer seems to run slower than he was running out of stamina. Oh, and that's another thing. If you take a drink in Drunken Master, it refills his stamina automatically. So if your stamina is drained, boom, shot, gone. It's really cool. He gets the drunken fist thing where he's like, ba 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 ba, da da. But personally, my favorite variant of BoRaiCho that I'm going to talk about, and I know I'm speeding through this, it's because I've got a lot to do in a little bit of time. I'm going to Mariana here soon to the movie theater to watch a movie, which I will be doing possibly a review of on my channel, possibly not, it all depends. However, moving on, the next thing I want to talk about is his final variant. It's called Barjitsu, but I call it Barjitsu because it just hits me different. It hits me weird to say Barjitsu, so I call it Barjitsu. But it's his pole. He gets a cane, like a walking stick, like a hook stick thing. It's a cane, but I call it a hook stick. And he gets a bunch of different normals with it. He gains some different special moves with it. Like he can flip it around really, really fast into like a pop-up combo. He can hook you in and pull you in into a stand to continue into a combo with it. He can do some really cool things. They showed off one of his brutalities, which leaves your head on a pole, which is really cool. But really, this character is one that I'm not, oh my gosh, I gotta get my hands on BoRaiCho, but I'm not disappointed with the character so much as like, he's in, and I'm accepting him for what he is. I'll probably use the Barjitsu one if I use any. I'm probably going to use every variation at least once, but the one I'll use the most will probably be the Barjitsu one. And it's going to be really interesting to see the mix-ups of this. I'm really intrigued to see if other characters' fire moves can light the cloud aflame, because I know his gas cloud can be lit by his fire moves. But what I'm wondering is if other characters' fire moves could accidentally light that gas cloud on fire. Like if you're trying to launch a fireball through the gas cloud, if it hits it and boom, you're hit. That would be cool. His X-ray is my favorite thing about him. I love his X-ray. I don't like the setup because puke, but whatever. I'll get over it. Yeah, he pukes on the floor, and you can actually hold it, so you just puke for a really long, extended period of time until it hits him, and it's unblockable. He throws them on the floor by their head. They land on their head, and they're on their face, like they're laying on their belly, and he comes down with like a massive, just Macho Man Randy Savage sort of boom elbow to the neck, and then he pops up from that and lands on them with a sort of elegant, like a whoo, double stomp onto their back. It's really cool the way it's done. It's one of my favorite X-rays in the game that I've seen. If you guys have ever seen some of my previous videos, you know that I get really excited for X-rays that have really cool moves in them. And I'm like, I could do that move. That's really cool. I would like to see that as a normal move. Like, for example, Ermac's X-ray, that diving downward kick, that one solid foot to your throat. That's really cool. Trimmer's X-ray overall is really cool. I like certain kicks in Liu Kang's and just little stuff like that. And Jackie's explosive punch, and you punch you in the chest over and over and over again. That's really cool. But anyway, we're talking about BoRaiCho. His fatality that they showed off is the one we've kind of already guessed what's going to happen, sort of, and seen preview of in the... Sorry, I had to scratch my leg. The one we've already seen previews of, where he force feeds them the wine or the alcohol or the whatever's in that flask, the magic monkey juice that he's been drinking down, and he force feeds it to the opponent, and then he lights a match and throws it down their throat, and then they just explode from the inside out. Some people said, why don't they burn from the inside out? I thought that would be cool, but I like the way they did it there too. Now, there were some things they showed off in this combat cast that I either didn't see because of the lag and the refreshing on the thing made me miss it. For example, they showed off the Crimson Ermac skin trailer thing. Didn't get to see it, but that's announced as a skin you can buy. I thought it was going to be free. I'm a little disappointed with that, but I'm going to buy it because I'm going to support Mortal Kombat. Especially if they release the Gold Scorpion skin. That would make them a lot of money if they made that buyable and you can... Oh my gosh. Now, they showed us some mobile stuff, and I'm excited for the mobile. I've got the mobile game, so I'm going to play it to see some stuff like what they're going to do with the mobile game, and unlock those exclusive mobile skins, because I mean it's what I do. They told us some stuff about the netcode and the online experience, which I halfway understood. And they did the belt battle, which I missed, to come record this video so I could leave on time. But I tell you what, anybody who watches this video that's from my Twitter or whatever, message me in the comments if you would like to see me and my pal Kevin, and some of you who don't know who he is, see me and my pal Kevin record videos together as a group, maybe talk about zombie survival stuff, get his opinion on superhero stuff, of course get my opinion on stuff he likes, get his opinion on stuff I like, that kind of thing, if that's something you'd be interested in. Also, there's stuff all over this room, including the Mortal Kombat poster up there with my boy Scorpion, which that's my campaign also, just throwing that out there, hashtag Shira Ryu. I want that to be a choosable, a selectable faction for the upcoming Mortal Kombat games. I wonder if they're going to do factions for Injustice. Sorry, these are all just random thoughts that are hitting me as I'm recording this. I told you guys I'm weird. But that was really the gist of BoRaiCho. He's a real it's like they said in the combat cast, if Leatherface is a real simple character to pick up, BoRaiCho is the opposite. He's a real combo heavy mix up. He's got good ups, good downs, good lows, highs and mids, crazy cancels, all sorts of crazy stuff that the people who are good with combos in this game are going to have fun with. And I'm excited to see players pick up BoRaiCho that wanted BoRaiCho. I mean, I hope they do more DLC. Obviously, I want to see more DLC. Anyway, I may get my little brother's opinion. If he doesn't want to do it, probably not. So, don't look forward to that. But if I can get him, I'm going to. Let's talk about BoRaiCho. But that was really the gist of what I've seen. They're going to do another combat cast next week, probably showing, they said, a character we haven't seen yet, Alien. They're going to show Alien next week. That was the end joke. They said that they're going to continue to do combat casts past this one. They didn't announce Combat Pack 3, for those of you who think that's what they mean. That's not what they're talking about. They're just going to continue to support the game past the release of the Complete Edition or the XL Edition, whatever the XL Edition. They're going to continue to support it past it, which makes me happy because I thought they were just going to give up on it and move on. So, but I did finally get an answer as to why they can't answer specific questions. It's contracted, and it's like in the company bylaws that they're not allowed to give away certain information or they get fired. And I don't want to see the guys fired, so that's why they don't give away that's why they don't answer certain questions. It was finally told to me why they don't answer certain questions, which is cool. So anyway, guys, this has been my thoughts and reactions to BoRaiCho. I know they sound really disappointing. It's because I wasn't really wowed with this character like I was Leatherface and the Triborg, because they wowed me with that by introducing Cybersub, who I was pretty dang good with when he was in Mortal Kombat 9. I was really good with Cyber Sub-Zero, even though everybody didn't like him. I was good with him. That was one of the characters I was almost undefeated with. I was pretty good with my combos with that guy. So I hope I can do the same thing this year with the Cyber Sub variant of Triborg. So let's see. I'm trying to think. No, that's it. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Like I said, as always, this has been a super time. You guys have been super friends. And until next time, this is SuperDude, up, and away.